host, Joey Close, and we are here at Khareba Winery in Georgia. Today we've done a variety of wine testing and we've learned about grape technology. And for the archaeological team G.R.A.P.E here today, it's been very beneficial in understanding the origins of wine back in the field at G.R.A.P.E.
They say that one cannot visit the country of Georgia without traveling to the Kakheti wine region. It is here that you will find 65% of Georgia's vineyards and about 80% of the country's grape varieties and commercial wineries. And it is here at the 15 Tunnel Winery of Khareba that students and volunteers participating in the Grape Expedition have the opportunity to taste a variety of wines while learning about Georgia's wine heritage. As one of the world's oldest places of winemaking and viticulture, Georgia has long taken the reign for its unique methods used to produce wine. One method that is said to distinguish Georgian wine worldwide is produced in a traditional qvevri, although there are different technologies used in qvevri wine production depending on the region.
Well, we're at the Khareba Winery in the Kakheti region of Georgia, which is the major wine producing region of Georgia. It's where most of its wines come from.
So we're tasting Mitzvani. It's an indigenous grape of Georgia, and it's been made in the traditional qvevri method. It's very interesting to try, since we just had a Mitzvani, the same grape, but in the European style, fermented without the skin and the pips, and done in French oak. And there's a marked difference. You could taste the oak on the last one. It was light and subtle, but this has
And the color.
the color
is the amber color.
and the structure is very interesting.
It's beautiful.
Some of the earliest evidence of viticulture and wine has been discovered on several archaeological sites in Georgia, confirming the country's 8,000-year-old winemaking traditions. With a history rich in wine production, one can say that wine has and still plays a significant role in Georgian culture.
Well, there's this overarching wine culture that we don't have in North America, where everyone drinks wine, everyone makes wine, and it's a part of everyday life. You have wine at every meal, every night, and it's not always, the most refined wine, but it's there, and
it's the mechanism with which people begin conversations and the structure around which a meal would take place, right?
And it's heavily linked to Georgian identity, Georgian spirituality. It's fascinating. It's great being immersed in this wine culture.
You should all come and visit Georgia.
And where you will find wine at the Khareba Winery, you will also find a traditional Georgian bakery. Bread is traditionally served at every meal in Georgia. But with that said, it is not as easy as it may look to make. As I learned, it takes a bit of time, strength, and skill to knead the dough properly in order to get it to its long, pointed shape. Once you master this, you then press the bread against the side of a hot, large, circular oven to bake for 8 to 10 minutes. There is also chershkela. This traditional candy consists of a long string of nuts that is then dipped into a flour-based grape juice. It is then tied up to dry and a tasty treat ready to eat. After indulging in some Georgian cuisine, I decided to catch up with the rest of the G.R.A.P.E team to find out what they thought about their experience at the Khareba Winery.
Really amazing. We enjoyed it a lot. Had a fantastic time. And what was your favorite wine out of the 4 that we tried?
I personally really liked the second wine. It was a white qvevri, and it was so good. I love the taste of the qvevri. It's a certain taste that you can't really explain until you try it, but it's so delicious.
And see, I feel like I paralleled that because I really like the European white, because I like the taste of the oak, the aftertaste. I really enjoy that, and I think it's noticeable, essentially, compared to the qvevri wine. But I do really enjoy the Georgian wine style a lot.
Georgia, which has been coined the cradle of wine, is perhaps still a hidden gem for many of us to explore. It is one of the oldest wine regions in the world and offers an abundance of wineries to discover. The Khareba Winery is only one of them.
What do you guys think overall of Georgian wine?
It's great.
I love it.